Oh, that is some beautiful coffee. And well, what do we have here? It's a hump day. Can you believe it? We've already made it to a hump day. We have a bunch of great stuff to talk about today. I know that everybody has been watching New Hampshire. We'll come back to that, though. I have a bunch of things to talk about today. I can tell you that I might issue the stamp of stupid to yours truly, myself, for that crazy podcast on Sunday. No, not really. Punisher's not stupid. But I don't know what kind of cyber attack occurred. Yeah, I think it was just an outage of some sort, but I can tell you it was very frustrating. Now, before we get too far along, let's get to paying some bills and talking about some very important stuff. It has been a little while, but you know the Punisher is sponsored by National Gold Group. And did you know that gold has soared past $2,000 an ounce? Wars in Israel and Ukraine and rate cuts on the table have fueled gold's meteoric rise. Meanwhile, our national debt is skyrocketing higher. And did you know that there is a direct correlation between our national debt and the price of gold? In 2020, gold was $1,500 an ounce with a national debt of $23 trillion. In 23, the national debt rose to $33 trillion, and gold hit $2,000 an ounce. Of course, now it's $34 trillion. But so you wonder why Americans are adding physical gold and silver to their portfolios and retirement plans? Well, let's learn why. National Gold Group is America's #1 precious metals dealer. If you call 1-888-598-9909, learn more about the retirement account fee waiver program. And if you mention the Punisher's channel, you will always get best-in-class service from America's conservative precious metals leader. National Gold Group has an IRA fee waiver program. That means that they will pay all fees on your IRA for up to 10 years for qualifying rollovers. So call 1-888-598-9909 and learn more about the retirement account fee waiver program. National Gold Group is a Consumer Affairs top-rated gold IRA dealer. So call 1-888-598-9909. That's 1-888-598-9909. And now, back to the program. So, welcome back. You notice I did that without even a hiccup. That's because the Punisher has full confidence and he believes in gold. So get out there and do it. And now let's get back to some really important points here. I do have a few things. Okay, so President Trump did handily win New Hampshire by about 10, 11 points. It was expected, not as quite as much of a landslide as Iowa, but that's because people from the other side voted for Nikki Haley. Anyway, we talked about Ron DeSantis dropping out. Now, of course, Trump has forgiven him, and he's part of the team. And Ramaswamy has been out on the road with him too. Ramaswamy, good guy, talks a bit much. He needs to probably scope down his comments when Trump puts him on the stage. I'll bet you, that he has probably talked to him and said, hey Vivek, looking dude, when I give you the mic, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes, okay? Because he will go on and on and on. But he's very smart, and I'm sure he has a place somewhere. Anyway, let's press on. That was crazy on Sunday, I have to admit. Corn Pop. I bumped into Corn Pop the other day. Yeah, you remember Corn Pop? He was a bad hombre, that Corn Pop. I'm just kidding. So we have Operations Royal Flush at 4.5. We have Operation Sudden Impact 4.0. And as you might imagine, they are proceeding nicely. I could not be more happy with how these operations are moving along. And a number of heads rolling. Once again, you see that head in the chute. It's not the same head, by the way. Each time, it's a different head. And it's going down to be cataloged in the basement. So when I finally get back to that, you're going to see a whole lot of heads up in that cabinet. That is part of my big plan. Punisher's big plan. My big plan. The MVP. That's right. Punisher always has a plan. And now he will implement it. A lot of people love that elephant. That elephant. Somebody notably said, let me address the elephant in the room, or should I say, in the hallway. Let's talk about a couple things. Busybodies. Everybody knows what a busybody is? It's somebody that gets into your business. They get into everybody's business. So, you don't have to put up with that, especially on social media and this kind of thing. People out there, monitoring what you post, telling you, oh my gosh, you can't post that. You're out of line. Well, here's what you say to them. Bite me, okay? Nobody tells you what to do. It reminds me, now that doesn't mean create conflict, just saying. You can choose to ignore or choose to face them head on and just say, look, enough is enough. All right. It does remind me of those associations, homeowners association, the busybody neighbor. They call the whole association. Yeah, my neighbor has a boat out in the yard, or my neighbor they changed the color of their curtains, and or their mailbox is looking kind of shabby. That is a busybody. Look, mind your own business, okay? Anyway, enough of that. I had an interesting email the other day. I will not name this person because they were worried that they might get the stamp of stupid, but they will not, and I would not issue the stamp of stupid. There are so many scammers out there, so let me give a few Punisher pointers on how to identify scammers. I've mentioned before, when you get crazy emails, you look at the email address, the domain name, and if it ends in something crazy like .cz, which is Czechoslovakia, or has a whole series of letters and numbers as part of the name, it's just crap. Ignore it, throw it away. But if somebody reaches out to you, whether it's Telegram or Instagram, and they got their little blue check marks and all that stuff, there are very simple ways to identify a fake. Okay, one, look at the blue dot. Okay, sometimes you can just compare a couple of blue dots and the size might be different, or they put an image up there that has the blue dot and it's not really a blue dot, check, or whatever it is. But one of the easiest ways is simply look up the real one yourself. Okay, it usually pops right up to the top. If it's a well-known personality, you're going to find it easily, whether it's on X, Instagram, or so forth, or Telegram. But number one way to identify a fake from a real one, particularly when it's a big personality, is look at the number of followers. If you see if somebody's reaching out to you and trying to ask you to invest in some nonsense, and they got 1,700 followers, or whatever, and you know the real person is popular who probably has 1 million or more followers, it's very simple. So, pay attention is what I say. And as a reminder on Telegram for the Punisher, I always start off with #Punisher to any post that I post. If you don't see that, they're fake. And I keep seeing that fake one. He keeps posting something about join this group and that group, and I click delete and ban, and poof, pops back up. That's because they like to steal my little logo and put it on there, but they're fake. Again, if it doesn't start off with #Punisher, it did not come from me. All right, now, everybody, what's next after New Hampshire? Trump won 55 to 43, 54 to 43. Nikki Haley plans to stay in the game. My suspicion, though, is before South Carolina actually happens, she will drop out. And I'll tell you why. Because she's brimming with confidence. I mean, she didn't do terrible in New Hampshire, but South Carolina is her home state. She was the governor twice, as many know. But Trump has an overwhelming level of popularity in South Carolina and is currently up by, like they say, like 30 points. So I highly suspect that she is not going to want to undergo and feel the embarrassment of losing her own state. So my guess is that by the time we get closer to the primary in South Carolina, that she'll probably drop out, and then they'll make up and kiss. Yeah, right. Okay. So, Royal Flush 4.5 on a hump day. Are you waiting for it? Everybody loves when I increase the number, and I'm not going to do it right now. But I am going to do it right now. Operation Royal Flush at 4.5 is now 5.0. You heard it right here, live from the Punisher. You know it, I know it, the American people know it. And by the way, a lot of people commented on the length of the video the other day, and they said, some said, get straight to the point, which I do. Or do I? Get straight to the point. Others say, as long as you'd like, sir. Keep it up. So I choose to do this thing and the other. And I will continue to put out the videos without regard to length. Hey, I just say what I want to say, and I get it out there. And a Screw Jim's White Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. A very special message, because I was listening on Sunday during the horrible podcast. I was listening. So today, on this hump day, let's wish a very, very happy birthday to Brevity. Brevity said to wish him, a happy birthday today. So, happy birthday from the Punisher. I hope you have a very splendid day. And now, a Screw James Body Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye.